Hi, I'm Regina Berry, the Diversity Administrator here at the MWRD. It is indeed my pleasure and my honor to bring to you today's little known Black History fact, the Montgomery Bus Boycott. The Montgomery Bus Boycott was a civil rights protest during which African Americans refused to ride city buses in Montgomery, Alabama to protest segregated seating and unfair treatment. The boycott took place from December 5th, 1955 to December 20th, 1956, and is regarded as the first large-scale U.S. demonstration against segregation. For about a year, African Americans in Montgomery walked, rode bicycles, or made carpools to avoid the bus. Even though the bus system was losing money, since 70% of their patrons were African Americans, they still refused to change. Many of you may be aware that 4 days before the bus boycott began, Rosa Parks, an African American woman, was arrested and fined for refusing to yield her seat on the bus to a Caucasian man. However, what you may not know is that on March 2nd, 1955, 9 months prior to Rosa Parks' seat refusal, 15-year-old Claudette Colvin was arrested and fined for refusing to yield her seat in the colored section of the bus to a Caucasian woman. But unlike the civility related to the treatment of Rosa Parks, the 15-year-old was physically dragged from the bus, then handcuffed to the back of the squad car and forced to walk, affixed to that moving vehicle, for about a mile to the police station. Despite the despicable behavior of the officers involved in a dehumanization of this teenage girl, there was no public outcry. Claudette's case wasn't fought in the court of public opinion. Instead, Claudette Colvin's case went to court. Claudette Colvin, together with Aurelia S. Browder, Susie McDonald, and Mary Louise Smith, testified of the brutality they endured in the case of Browder versus Gale. On June 13, 1956, the courts determined that the state and local laws requiring bus segregation in Alabama were unconstitutional. However, the state of Alabama appealed the decision to the U.S. Supreme Court. Victoriously, on November 13, 1956, the Supreme Court affirmed the decision and ordered Montgomery and the state of Alabama to put an end to its bus segregation laws and enforcements. That decision gave validation to the boycott and momentum to the civil rights movement. The U.S. Supreme Court ultimately ordered Montgomery to integrate its bus system. And one of the leaders of the boycott, a young pastor by the name of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., emerged as a prominent leader of the American Civil Rights Movement. And that is today's little known Black History fact. Enjoy the rest of your day.